Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show to talk about the end of the 2023 World Series last night. The Texas Rangers ended up winning. They got a 5-0 win. They win the World Series 4-1. First World Series in franchise history for the Texas Rangers. If you can see, I got my phone back, so now I can read news off here on my phone instead of the computer. So yeah, the Rangers, pretty low scoring. They got 1 run in the 7th inning, which gave them the lead. Zach Gallen pitched pretty well. I thought he had a no-hitter going into the 7th inning. It's just the offense let the Diamondbacks down, because I thought Zach Gallen pitched well. 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, and 6.1 innings pitched. He pitched as well as you could ask for against that Rangers lineup. He pitched as well as you could have asked for it, but eventually that no-hitter ended in the 7th. They got to him, got a single, a double, an RBI single. They got the big strikeout, which ended his night. They bring him Kevin Ginkel. 1 hit, no earned runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 1.2 innings pitched. The man just wasn't there for Kevin Ginkel out of the bullpen. Paul Sewald, though, yeah, pretty bad way to end the season for Paul Sewald. 1 inning, 5 hits, 4 earned runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. There was a pretty bad play in center by Alek Thomas. It was a base hit, but it got past him. And a bad play in center, which scored 2 runs. And then a 2-run homer Paul Sewald gave up, so 4 earned runs for him. So 6 hits and 4 runs combined from the bullpen. It's just the offense could never get anything going. Or they could get something going, like they could get a bunch of runners on base in scoring position, but they just can never come through with runners in scoring position. I mean, they're like 0 for 9 or something with runners in scoring position, man. It's hard to win World Series games like that. So the series ended in 5 games. Go over the stats here, the hitting stats for the D-backs. Get them out of the way first. Corbin Carroll 1 for 4 and a walk. Marte 0 for 2, 3 walks by Ketel Marte. Christian Walker 1 for 3 and a walk. Gabriel Moreno 0 for 3. Kind of went cold in this World Series. Alek Thomas 1 for 4. Gurriel 1 for 4. Pham 0 for 3 and a walk. Longoria 1 for 3 and a walk. Pavin Smith pinched hit 0 for 1. And Perdomo 0 for 4. So the Diamondbacks had 5 total hits, no runs. The Rangers 9 hits, 5 runs. This loss definitely stings if you're a D-backs fan, but nobody expected them to get here. I understand being upset losing the World Series, but nobody expected the Diamondbacks to get to the World Series. I mean, come on, nobody expected them to get this far. Like, sure, it sucks they lost, but nobody expected them to get this far, so I call this a successful season for the D-backs to even get to the World Series. So now we'll see what they do in the offseason. Now let's get to the Texas Rangers. First World Series in franchise history. They were the best team this postseason. They didn't lose a single game on the road, which is insane. But they didn't lose a single game on the road. Nathan Eovaldi wasn't perfect. He did give up 9 total base runners, but 0 runs. 6 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts. He got off a bases loaded jam in this game. Like I said, the D-backs to get something going against Eovaldi. It's just they can never get that run across against a big game Eovaldi. But he's developed that reputation as a big game pitcher. Aroldis Chapman came, I was like, oh shit, they're going to blow this game. Because that's probably what Rangers fans do when Chapman comes to the game. They're probably biting their fingernails seeing Aroldis Chapman pitch. He got the first out on a flyout, but then he walked a batter. But then he got a strikeout, and they took him out after that after 10 pitches. They bring in Josh Sborz, a former Dodger. So, their former Dodger win the World Series. 2.1 innings pitched for him. I don't know if he played for the Dodgers. I just know he's on the roster at some point. 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. Got the game-ending strikeout there. Marcus Semien, 2 for 5, 2 RBIs, had a 2-run homer. Seager, 2 for 4 with a walk. He was the World Series MVP, well deserved for Mr. Seager. Josh Young, 1 for 4. Mitch Garver, 1 for 4 with an RBI. That gave the Rangers their first run. Evan Carter's 1 for 5. Had a great postseason for the rookie Evan Carter. Jankowski 0 for 3 and a walk. Tavares 0 for 4. Heim 1 for 4 with an RBI. Jonah Heim And it's crazy. They didn't have Max Scherzer or Adolis Garcia, and they still ended this series here in 5. So you gotta give credit to the D-backs making it this far, but the Rangers were just the best team in the postseason. Through the first 5 innings, Arizona looked like the team to beat. They stranded runners on base in each. The Rangers were finally able to break through. Zach Gallen, he struggled this postseason, but he did all he could in this game. He did all he could. But you gotta give credit to the Rangers, but it's really hard to say for this recap. The MLB season's officially over. It's gonna be an interesting offseason to see what some teams do, especially the Diamondbacks. You're making the World Series. Let's see what they can do in the offseason. Maybe they can get some big players to sign there or something. I don't know. But yeah, glad to see Corey Seager, Dodgers legend, get him another World Series and another MVP. But yeah, it's all I have to say. So until next time, peace.